As Admiral Ellis said, this is indeed a terrific occasion. It is a celebration of the remarkable contributions that the engineers in this year's class have made in research, innovation, manufacturing, education, the creation of novel technologies, and designing solutions to real-world problems. Being inducted into the National Academy of Engineering is one of the highest honors afforded an engineer. And I think you know how competitive the process for selection is. The citations in the induction book show the breadth and depth of engineering, as well as the achievements of the individuals in this year's class. It is indeed impressive. But election to the NAE is more than just an honor, as you've been told twice before. It is a commitment of service. Engineering improves the human condition, and that is the message we are consistently trying to convey to the public. For example, this afternoon's special lecture on engineering and society focuses on the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the role engineers have played in advancing biotechnology, establishing national security, and guiding society through times of crisis and calm. In tomorrow's plenary lecture session and technical forum, we will address artificial intelligence and the opportunities and potential risks that engineers may encounter as we embed this innovation into our existing systems and technology as we work towards achieving a greater good for the society. NAE membership carries a responsibility to lead across sectors, provide trusted advice for the public good, and mentor the next generation. In that spirit, we are proud to welcome our new members and to honor our long-serving colleagues whose contributions embody these ideals. At the back of the induction book, you will find the names of individuals who are celebrating a significant membership anniversary. We are also fortunate to have several of those individuals here with us today. Allow me to present this list class by class. I will ask all members celebrating an anniversary to stand when their class is called so we can properly acknowledge you, and then please take your seats. Please hold your applause after the members have all been acknowledged, then we congratulate them all at once. I know that never works, but let's all really try. The following individuals are celebrating a significant membership anniversary in either 2024 or 2025. The class of 1970, celebrating 55 years, Arthur E. Bryson and William J. Perry. The class of 1974 celebrated 50 years in 2024. James F. Gibbons, John C. Hancock, and John P. Hurth. The class of 1975, celebrating 50 years, Ralph E. Gomery. I knew it. Class of 1979, celebrated 45 years in 2024. The class of 1980, celebrating 45 years. Getting too long to read all the names. The class of 1984 celebrated 40 years in 2024. The class of 1985 celebrating 40 years. The class of 1989 celebrating 35 years in 2024. The class of 1990 celebrating 35 years. The class of 1994 celebrated 30 years in 2024. The class of 1995 celebrating 30 years. The class of 1999 celebrated 25 years in 2024. And the class of 2000 celebrating 25 years. Now, we'd like you to all thank and congratulate our anniversary members. As a new member or international member, one of the things you will see is a blue rosette. You'll get it on a card that looks like this. In fact, there's two of them, because you know you'll lose them. It took me 13 years to lose both of them, but not to worry, you can buy another one for a few dollars. These rosettes have been given to newly elected NAE members and international members since the late 1970s. Let me share with you a bit of the history of the blue rosette. The NAE rosette is based on the design of the French Legion of Honor medal established to honor military service. It is an appropriate model for us, given that the roots of engineering in the U.S. can be traced back to the influence of the French military. Also, over time, the rosette has grown to be emblematic of membership in any select group, and you are, in fact, a very select group. Now we will induct new members and international members. I will do my best to pronounce each name correctly. I thank you for the guidance that many of you shared by phone and email, or in a few cases, Google Speaks. And here is how the ceremony will proceed. I will read your name and election citation. The title and affiliation will appear on the screen. When called, come up the stairs to my left, pass in front of the podium, stand between Sue J, NAE President, and Jim, NAE Chair, for a photo. You will receive your photo, your diploma, then proceed across the stage to sign the membership rolls and receive your rosettes. Members, please see Home Secretary Howie Rosen, and international members, please see International Secretary Nadine Aubrey. Please be sure to sign before exiting the stage. A few more logistics. Staff will line you up in alphabetical order. We know engineers sometimes have trouble with that, but we'll make it work. Please remove your badge now so it does not interfere with the photos. They do glare. We will announce only those who have confirmed attendance. We'll start with a few folks from classes of 2020 and 24, and then proceed to the entire class of 2025. If someone is unexpectedly absent, and I think they are not, we will adjust. I now invite President Sue J. Liu, Chair Jim Ellis, Home Secretary Howie Rosen, International Secretary Nadine Aubrey, and NAE staff member Chessie Briggs to join me on the stage. Let us begin with the class of 2020. International members, Dae-Jae Jin, for innovations in industry leadership in semiconductor technology. Members, class of 2024, Peter J. Vickery, for establishing hurricane risk in national standards and modeling hurricane losses. International members, class of 2024, Gia Distuni, for understanding anthropogenic and climate-driven shifts in Earth's fresh waters and for sustained community service. And now to the class of 2025, starting with members. Alex Acero, for leadership in research and development of spoken language technology. Samuel Archilefu, for contributions and international leadership in the molecular imaging of cancer and molecular nanotherapies using biophotonics and nuclear technologies. Khalil Amin, for leadership of developments in the materials science of batteries and energy storage devices. Marcia Bomar, for advancing sustainable passenger and freight ground transportation systems and land use development. Alexander Apostolov, for leadership in the digital transformation of protection and control and electrical power systems. Kyriakos Athanasiou, for contributions to the understanding and treatment of musculoskeletal afflictions and for leadership in bioengineering. Victor Bahel, for contributions to wireless networking, indoor localization, and edge computing, and for leadership in the mobile computing community. Jairar Bayuli, for leadership in creating innovative consumer packaging with enhanced performance, value, consumer satisfaction, and sustainability. Martin Bazant, for contributions to nonlinear electrochemical and electrokinetic phenomena, including induced charge electroosmosis, shock electrodialysis, capacitive desalination, and energy storage applications. Greg Beckman, for leadership in biological and chemical catalysis for the valorization and creation of materials from waste plastics and biomass. Moshe Benukiva, for advances in transportation and infrastructure systems modeling and demand analysis. Olester Benson, for advancing microreplication technologies leading to the commercialization of reflective safety films and brightness-enhancing films for electronics. Jessica Bion, for leadership and contributions in electric power system reliability performance metrics and for advancement of power flow modeling and control. Rodney Bowersox, for leadership and contributions in hypersonic aerodynamics and aerothermodynamics through the development of experimental facilities and diagnostic techniques. Lisa Brannon Pepys, for contributions to the targeted drug delivery of chemotherapeutic agents and contributions to biomaterial swelling and for biomedical leadership. Susan Brantley, for elucidating chemical, biological, and physical processes associated with circulation of aqueous fluids in shallow hydrogeologic settings. Robert Brown, for engineering processes for controlled oxidation of lignocellulosic biomass and plastic waste into low carbon footprint energy, fuels, and chemicals. Douglas Cameron, for driving the chimerical development of synthetic biology-based environmentally friendly bioprocesses for biofuels, biosecurity, and industrial chemicals. Pei Cao, for contributions to web caching, search engine efficiency, and information quality. Patrick Chapman, for the development of reliable inverters enabling large-scale photovoltaic energy system deployment. Longqing Chen, for making the phase field method the most powerful tool for predicting the mesoscopic microstructure and properties of engineering materials. T.C. Chen, for technical contributions and leadership in materials development and the implementation of logic and memory technologies. Igor Cherepinski, for technical achievement and leadership in the development of autonomous systems for vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Kwok Chun, for contributions to the design and implementation of energy market management systems and power grid control centers worldwide. Jennifer Cochran, for biopharmaceutical protein discovery and development, biotechnology entrepreneurship, and leadership in academic bioengineering. Robert Cohen, for design contributions to orthopedic surgical procedures and devices and for additive manufacturing leadership. Victoria Coleman, for innovations in software operations related to national and cybersecurity and consumer electronics. Dorin Komenichu, for contributions to diagnostic imaging and image-guided therapy, leading to better diagnostics and treatment for numerous patients. Charles Cooney, for contributions to biochemical and pharmaceutical manufacturing that propelled the establishment and growth of the global biotechnology industry. Alexa Dembeck, for leadership in the development of lightweight protective fiber technologies and value creation through innovation, product stewardship, and sustainability. Nancy DiCiani, for technical leadership driving innovation in medical devices, materials, and chemical processes. Scott Diddams, for contributions to optical frequency combs and their applications. Christopher Dorr, for contributions to integrated photonic circuits for telecommunications. Martin Eberhard, for leadership in the development of electric vehicles and entrepreneurship in transportation. Julie Sheridan Ang, for contributions to high-speed optoelectronic devices and modules. Arthur Erdmann, for contributions to kinematics, mechanical design education, and applications for machines and products. David Estelle, for the development of protein engineering technologies that resulted in products for human health, animal health, food, and personal care. Judith Estrin, for contributions to the early development and adoption of networking technologies, products, and services, and for leadership that advanced innovation. Lauren Everett, for establishing EPA-endorsed monitoring and cleanup methodologies for contaminated soil and groundwater. Antonio Facchetti, for contributions to the engineering of commercially viable electronic materials and devices. Yoel Fink, for the design and production of structured photonic fibers, enabling surgeries and the invention of fabrics that sense and communicate. Dan Frangopol, for contributions to life cycle civil engineering and leadership in its global development and adoption. Marcelo Garcia, for research on sediment transport and river and marine morphodynamics, and for advancing hydraulics and sedimentation engineering. Suresh Garamella, for contributions to microscale heat and mass transport, academic leadership, and service to the nation. Marion Gindi, for pharmaceutical product innovation and for transforming new technology concepts into robust platforms, processes, and products. Justin Haynes, for developing innovative technologies that improve drug and gene delivery, resulting in multiple approved products. Elizabeth Hausler, for transformational impact as an international social entrepreneur, saving lives by building sustainable communities with natural hazard resilience. Robert Wendell Heath, Jr., for contributions to the theory and practices of wireless communication. Husheng Heshmat, for contributions to tribology, oil-free turbomachinery, and gas foil bearings. Stephanie Hill, for leadership of aerospace and defense systems in cybersecurity, rotary wing systems, and unmanned aerial vehicles. Elizabeth Holm, for achievements in the development and application of computational methods for understanding microstructural evolution and integrated computational materials engineering. Charles Hull, for the invention of 3D printing and the subsequent development of additive manufacturing industry. Obhashi Joshi, for taking botulinum toxin medicines from initial lab-scale production to global commercialization and distribution. Mohan Kalkunti for contribution to Ethernet switching and data networks. She got to introduce twice. That's good. Cordeline Carico for the development of nucleoside-modified mRNA used in the world's leading COVID-19 lipid nanoparticle vaccines. Lydia Kavaraki for developing randomized motion planning algorithms for robotics and robotics-inspired methods in biomedicine. Dale Klein for leadership in the development of programs that enhance the safety of nuclear power plants worldwide. Nicholas Kaltoff for scalable methods for the self-assembly of anisotropic nanoparticles and multifunctional nanocomposites that led to commercially viable advanced materials. Raymond Craig for developing the geotechnical engineering system used for the site selection design of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Concetta Lamarca for contributions to the commercial development and manufacturing of advanced, non-ozone depleting, low global warming potential refrigerants. Robert Lee for leadership in automotive propulsion systems for conventional internal combustion hybrid and electric vehicles. Maria Lehman for leadership in public service and business engineering management focused on the sustainability and resilience of critical civil infrastructure. Don Lipkin for innovations of coatings and radium recovery that contributed to higher efficiency and sustainability of jet engines and gas turbines. McCall Lipson for the development, fabrication, and implementation of building blocks of silicon photonics. Lynn Liu for contributions in developing processing, structure, property relationships in organic, polymer, and hybrid electronic materials, and leadership in decarbonizing shipping. Tomas Lozano Perez for contributions to robot motion planning and molecular design. Subaya Maladi for contributions to critical national transportation safety-related investigations and safety regulation enforcement. John Manfredelli for contributions and leadership in the field of trusted and confidential computing. Christopher Manning for the development and dissemination of natural language processing methods. Maya Matarik, for contributions to human-robot interaction and socially assistive robotics. Karen McKee, for leadership and innovation in growing sustainable global petrochemical businesses. William Mickles, for the discovery, development, and implementation of next-generation desalination membranes and related water filtration systems. Leslie Mumoda, for delivering materials innovation and application of advanced technologies across diverse industry sectors, ranging from hypersonics to high-performance electronics. Radhakrishnan Nagarajan, for advances in high-speed lasers and photonic integration technologies. Allison Nord, for contributions to aerospace and space science through development of novel instruments and space missions extending understanding of the universe. Idoan Ozcan, for contributions to mobile sensing and telepathology for medical diagnosis. Mark Papermaster, for leadership in the design and production of complex integrated circuit processors. Beth Louise Parker, for developing field methods to monitor, understand, and remediate groundwater contaminant occurrence, fate, and transport in fractured rock aquifers. John Joseph Passerba, Jr., for advancing the application of power electronic controllers to improve power system performance and grid reliability. Fengzheng Peng, for contributions to the development of high-power electronics technologies for advancing power grid control and energy conversion. Christine Pearson, for pioneering data-driven materials design through the creation and stewardship of open materials databases and associated data mining algorithms. Crystal Prather, for the development of innovative approaches to regulate metabolic flux in engineered microorganisms with applications of specialty chemical production. Madhu Raghavan, for contributions to kinematic analysis applied to the conventional hybrid and electric vehicle powertrain designs. Ellen Rathje, for contributions to seismic slope assessment and site response analysis and the development of cyber infrastructure for natural hazards engineering. Mary Roybal, for contributions to the structural integrity and producibility of some of the world's most advanced missile systems. Ronseng R. Ruan, for scientific and entrepreneurial contributions to the sustainable development of the circular economy within the food and agricultural system. Stuart Russell, for contributions to developments in artificial intelligence, including reasoning, probabilistic modeling, planning, safety, and education. Mahadev Satyanarayanan, for contributions to distributed file systems, edge computing, and mobile computing. Linda S. Shadler, for contributions to the fundamental understanding, property control, and commercial application of polymer nanocomposites. David Schaefer, for the application of fundamental molecular and cellular engineering principles to enable the clinical success of gene and cell therapies. Hans-Peter Schaub, for contributions to the control of satellite formations and the relative orientations utilizing natural forces, including the use of electrostatics. Sauteen C, for leadership in managing the innovative structural design of tall, super tall, and other buildings. Vladimir Shalayev, for contributions to negative refractive index material at optical frequencies and the metamaterial applications for national security. Robert Smilowitz, for protecting lives from acts of terrorism through the vulnerability assessment, threat mitigation, and building standards development. Alice Smith, for advancements in computational intelligence as applied to modeling and optimization of complex systems. Richard Spinrad, for leadership in the development and execution of national and international programs in ocean science and technology. Eric Swanson, for contributions in entrepreneurship and biomedical imaging and optical communications. Don Tan, for contributions to advances in power electronics technologies for space applications. Mark Taub, for leadership in bioengineering design and the development of transformational wearable devices and systems for in vivo electrochemical biosensing. Margaret Torn, for contributions to the understanding of soil carbon dynamics and sustained leadership of the long-term monitoring of climate change. Janine Uzel, for providing access to health information and healthcare outcomes globally and increasing racial, gender, and community engagement in engineering practice. Venkata Subramanian, for research in the development and implementation of artificial intelligence methods in process safety and pharmaceutical manufacturing. Evelyn Wong, for contributions to clean energy, water technology, and nanostructure-based phase change heat transfer, and for service to the nation. Yang Wang, for advancing catalyst discovery, design, and reaction engineering for energy and environmental applications. Zhenggong Wang, for unifying theories of thermodynamic and transport properties of polymers to predict phase behavior, self-assembly, and nucleation. Robert Weller, for contributions to the theory, observation, and instrumentation of the upper ocean and air-sea interface. Jim D. Weethorn, for research on and analysis of crane accidents, saving lives through improved technology and training. Chung-Fu Wu, for propelling the United States to a position of global leadership in early patient access to cutting-edge cardiovascular devices. Yu Wen Yi, for contributions to supply chain management systems in the humanitarian relief efforts and healthcare. Lixia Zhang, for the development of Internet protocols which significantly impacted Internet quality and performance, and for leadership in setting standards. Ming Zhou, for contributions to topology optimization and simulation-driven generative design technology. Julie Beth Zimmerman, for leadership in education and the development of green technologies that enhance the sustainability of engineered systems. And now, international members, class of 2025. Mohammed Al-Khatani, for leadership and contributions in carbon management in oil and gas operations. Virgilio Almeida, for contributions to the performance evaluation and modeling of large-scale distributed systems and to information technology policies. Vanderlee Salvador Binato, for contributions to metrology, optical sensing, bioengineering, technology transfer, and engineering education. Yon Otley Bendixson, for contributions to design and application of advanced machine learning and morphological methods in information analysis of multi-source sensing systems. Daniel Gold, for contributions and leadership in the defense industry, especially the development and deployment of missile defense systems. Gerhard Holzapfel, for contributions to the mechanics of soft materials and for the quantification, modeling, and analysis of biological tissue microstructures. Fumio Koyama, for developing vertical cavity surface-emitting lasers, including the first room temperature continuous operation and advanced beam steering VCSEL. Andrei Krevenek, for the realization of the aberration-corrected scanning transmission electron microscope to extend microscopy to the sub-angstrom resolution. Histoshi Kuninaka, for accomplishments in electric propulsion for spacecraft and for Hayabusa 2 asteroid sample return mission. Po Yan Lu, for leadership and innovation in the mass production of liquid crystal displays and semiconductors for high bandwidth data transmission. Deek Rabi, for contributions to the fundamental understanding of materials and to sustainable metallurgy. Shidara Somanat, for engineering excellence and leadership in making India the first country to reach the moon's south pole, advancing space technology. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and welcome to the National Academy of Engineering.